Well, that's that. Arsenal find a way to lose the game. A place that we were very successful at in the Vitality Stadium. A place where Saliba scored a banger at just 2 seasons ago. A place that, I will be honest, I thought this would be an easy 3 points, an easy night's end, and we can just chill, get our 3 points, and worry about Shakhtar on Tuesday. But that's what football does to you. Just when you think you're going to go up against a Bournemouth team that's doing pretty okay for their standards, but we've been on fire. We've had an underrated start to the season. Only time we've ever dropped points in the Premier League, well, that was when we were down to 10 men. So you're thinking heading into this game, we should go out and win this. Despite no Timber, despite no Bukayo Saka, despite no Martin Odegaard, there is no excuse to be losing to Bournemouth. There just isn't, especially if you're in a title race with the likes of Manchester City, Liverpool, even now Aston Villa. It's not acceptable to go and drop points at Bournemouth. But we didn't just drop points, alright? We lost the game, and the way we lost it, it's always going to be a talking point, and a lot of Arsenal fans, as we tend to do, kind of says, oh, it's the ref's fault, it's the ref's fault. Let's be honest, right? Let's just get straight into it. The elephant in the room, William Saliba. Was it a red card? I will be honest, first glance, it's a red card. He is the last man. It's a ball in behind, although it is from Trossard. It's a ball in behind, and Saliba is the last man. Now, Saliba didn't clearly make contact and drag him down, and Evan Nilsson, to his credit, made the most of it and fell down. And the thing is, here's where it gets a little bit tricky, because for me, it is a red card. I think we can, if we had to put biases aside, if we had to be completely honest, it is a red card. I think we can all agree there, or at least most of us can agree there. But I think the issue is when the referee gives it a yellow, what could VAR have told him? What did VAR show him that he did not see already? That's where a lot of us Arsenal fans, including me, that's where we're kind of a little bit unsettled with the red card. Now, I will admit, is a red card in my eyes, so at the end of the day, the correct decision was made. But how VAR works is that VAR will tell the referee to relook at an incident if the referee maybe didn't see something clearly. The referee saw something clearly. Saliba was the last man. The referee determined that the contact wasn't enough to make it a red card, and it was most likely just going to be yellow. That's why he gave a yellow. But I'm not going to talk about the referee anymore, because I'm just so sick of Arsenal getting red cards. Our 3rd red card in just 8 Premier League games. It's unacceptable. Arteta, Arsenal, the coaching staff, someone has to do something about this, because getting red card after red card, we cannot keep doing this. Every time we've dropped points in the Premier League this season, we've done it with 10 men. When we finish a game with 11 men in the Premier League, we win the game. We need to fix this error badly. But anyway, enough about the red card, enough about Saliba. I know a lot of people are going to say we only lost this game because we had 10 men. Let's be honest, when we had 11 versus 11, we weren't necessarily good either. We were struggling to really get any shots off. I don't think we had a shot on target for the whole first half. I mean, yes, we were controlling the game. Bournemouth weren't really doing anything either, but Bournemouth were making it difficult for us to play out from the back. And when we had 11 versus 11, we were not good. And the thing is, with us not playing well, let's say we're playing like a 5 out of 10, then you go down to 10 men and you keep it at 5 out of 10 level, of course you're going to get smoked. Of course you're going to go out to the Vitality Stadium and drop all 3 points. Of course you're going to do that. So yes, we can sit here and blame the referee and say the reason we lost today is because we had the red card, and I hear that. But if we're being honest as well, when it was 11 versus 11, were we significantly any better than Bournemouth? Now, admittedly, if you go look at Data Analytics EPL on Twitter, yes, they said that the red card clearly changed the way the game was played. The ball control completely shifted, and there's your proof right there. But it still doesn't negate the fact that when it was 11 versus 11, were Arsenal really that good? Were we playing well? Now, I know a lot of people would say, well, we're just rising into the game, we're getting into it. I hear that, but you can't have this claim that, oh, the only reason we lost is because we're down to 10 men. But we weren't playing well with 11 men neither. I really thought, like, within the first 10 minutes, I could see this. Raheem Sterling, to his credit, I mean, he tried, whatever, but I could already see that we were missing Bukayo Saka badly, because I realized a lot of the time when we were trying to play out of Bournemouth's decent, not press, but they kind of just tracked their men really well when we were playing out from the back. When we try to play out from that, a lot of the time we just lofted it into the right hand side where Bukayo Saka would be occupying, and Saka would usually collect it and run at the defense, and it would allow Arsenal to get up the pitch. We didn't do that because Raheem Sterling just isn't as good as Bukayo Saka, obviously, even though Sterling was okay. Havertz had to come out to the right hand side to help out Sterling at times, but we were admittedly struggling a little bit. I don't think Trossard was amazing. Mikel Merino had a good first half. I think the second half kind of died down. Declan Rice had a better second half than a better first half. Like, yes, we were doing okay when it was 11 versus 11, but it just wasn't good enough. And when you go down to 10 versus 11 and you're not doing well, well, that's when the cracks start to show. I thought we started off the second half really well. Outside of that first chance, I think it was Semenyo who missed it. Outside of that first chance by Bournemouth, I think Arsenal actually had a really good start to the second half. half, but kind of got our foothold back in the game. We weren't necessarily getting pressed badly as much. I mean, the moment they scored from Ryan Christie, you just knew it's over. It's over. There's no way we're getting back into this game. We don't have it. I thought Martinelli, the moment he came on, he looked really good. They had that cool little set piece with Calafiori where Havertz was so close to getting a head on it. And Martinelli did really well to just run up the pitch and kind of force Bournemouth back. The penalty just added more salt into the wound, of course. I mean, it was a penalty. I don't know why David Raya was saying it wasn't. That was a clear as day penalty. And this is the issue, is that a lot of Arsenal fans I've already seen on Twitter and Reddit and what have you are saying that the reason we've lost this game is the referee, because he gave a red card to Saliba. He gave a penalty against Arsenal. But really, are we really going to sit here and blame the referee? If we are a title-winning team, we should be able to beat Bournemouth, even 1-0, but we should be able to beat Bournemouth when we're down to 10 men. We should. I know it sounds crazy. Bournemouth are still a really good team. Iraola I rate as a manager from way back when he was managing Vallecano, but are we really going to sit here and say the referee is the reason we've dropped points? Are we going to keep doing this? We dropped points in Man City because of the referee, you could say. We dropped points against Brighton because of the referee, you could say. But that was a red card against Saliba. I'm just not happy how it went about giving him the red card, but it was a red card admittedly, and the penalty was undoubtedly a penalty. We relied too heavily on Bukayo Saka, and this is what happens when there's no Saka, no Martin Odegaard, you're down to 10 men without your best defender. It's really difficult. So listen, at the end of the day, it's not over till Fat Lady Sings, of course. Still early on in the season, only 8 Premier League games played, but it just wasn't good enough, and this is a huge 3 points dropped. Not good enough at all. We need to look inward, and we need to perform a lot better than we did today when we play Shakhtar. And of course, now we have to play Liverpool on the weekend again, except this time with no William Saliba. It's going to be a huge game, but that is a game we have to win.